We're live?
We're live.
We're live. Captain, we're live. I thought you were going to tune in.
Yeah, I will here in a minute.
Out there or over here. You want to be in this?
No.
You're already in it. All right, guys, we're going to talk a little bit about Wayne County Speedway today. We know today's the Daytona 500, but coming off of what I call one of the best races last night I've seen at the Dirt Car Nationals, Ryan. I mean, we watch that stuff every week or every night this week. McVicker, you've seen it as well when you got out of bed, but last night's feature was pretty good. Brandon Shepard in the Rocket House car wins that thing. I thought Nick Hoffman was going to win 3 in a row. He gets the big gator, but that was a pretty impressive run. Did you like it?
Yeah, when Nick Hoffman started on the pole, like I really thought that race was going to be over.
Lights out.
Yeah. And to see the rocket car get rolling, Tyler Erb was fast all week in the,
On the first lap.
in the other rocket. And so it was good to see Bishop and give those Longhorns a run for their money.
Here's a question for our viewership. We got people tune in.
Yeah, like one.
Well, anyway, they can watch it later then. You're such a dick sometimes. So I'd like to know, who thinks the better rocket car? Is it Tyler Erb or is it the house car having the better speed weeks?
Drop us a comment.
Drop us a comment. Let us know. I'm telling you, so Tyler Erb, I think he's running something totally different. He's on Integra shocks. He kind of does what he wants to do, runs an independent deal. He doesn't really he's kind of like the last of the original Outlaws, I would call Tyler Erb. He says what's on his mind. Kind of fun to hang out with, right? And then you got the Rocket one that's kind of like follows a procedure. They kind of have this demeanor about them, but they're on Fox shocks. They got lots of knowledge over there, but who's having the better speed weeks? Going into starting on Monday, is it Monday or Tuesday? We're going to Ocala, but we're going to Lucas Oil races now. That's going to be interesting to see. I'd like to say that Tyler Erb probably has the better speed weeks going off of past history, but let us know what you think. But hey, before we get started, I want to tell you, everybody, Wayne, so WayneCo Speedway is our YouTube channel. So Wayne Co Speedway. Hit the subscribe button. Smash that son of a bitch. Smash it. Because there's going to be some cool shit come up. So we're going to really push our YouTube channel. And so you're going to want to subscribe to it. You're going to see a lot of behind the scenes footage. If you know me and you know Ryan and you know some of the stuff we do, it's going to be goofy, it's going to be fun, it's going to be entertaining, and it's going to be educational. I look forward to it. It's something we've been wanting to do for a while. You're retired now. If everybody doesn't know this, Ryan's retired, and he's got some extra time on his hands, so he's going to help us. Between me and Pork Chop now, we got Ryan over here going to be pushing his YouTube channel. And you've been trying to make your own YouTube page this week, haven't you? Yes, you have.
What are you talking about?
Have you been trying to make your own page?
No.
I thought you were.
No.
Tell the people.
I'm not telling anybody anything.
Okay.
You just need to.
All right, so behind
you need
the
to
camera,
stay in your lane.
Shy, but no, I'm just trying to help you.
You knucklehead.
Listen, don't call me a knucklehead. So listen, folks. So let's talk about the schedule. Drop us a comment as we talk about the schedule. But Ryan, I'll ask you personally. Pork Chop, I know you're tuned in because you said I was late getting on live, but what do you think of the schedule this year compared to the past year? What stands out to you?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I didn't know you were talking to me. I thought you were talking
to the audience as well, but you're gonna answer right away. I don't want to talk to myself.
Well, I think so. Obviously, the World of Outlaw late models. We get a lot of comments, over the years. Hey, we want the World of Outlaw sprints. And you've been loyal, over the years to, ran several World of Outlaw late model shows. So having them back on the schedule is good. And the Hell Tour race, man, it's really, that race last year was so cool to see the stout competition that rolled through our gates, that Sunday night. And that was phenomenal.
Coming off of Sharon's 2-day World of Outlaw show, actually having that finale. And Ty, listen, we're friends with Ty. Ty's one of my good buddies. He's also a friend of yours. And so he helps get that done, It's good to see him put a little interest into Speedway and give back to the sport. He's having a hell of a speed week. So listen, Hoffman won 3 races down here. So he's got to be happy. I know he's on his way home right now. He's probably not tuned in. But listen, that Hell Tour race has turned into be a crown jewel. And I know it doesn't say it on the schedule, but that will be our Don and Hans Gross Memorial. So that's going to be the Don and Hans Gross Memorial.
Yeah, people have asked that. I think it was on Twitter.
It didn't get put on the schedule the way it should have been, but it will. That is our Don and Hans Gross Memorial. So looking forward to that.
Going back to the schedule, so you have highlights like that, and And then, you have some diversity. You've got some sprint car shows here and there. You got all-star sprints, and then you've branched out and are doing some other, things like, and you're going to highlight those here in a minute, so I think the diversity, and it's a strong schedule.
Yeah, listen, it's something different. And so, you and I, we talk about what's the best way to advertise. Is it we're going to put our money in Facebook? Are we going to use billboards on the side of the road? Websites, I don't know if there's advertisement there. That's just there for information. We agree?
Yeah.
Websites are there for information. But
well, you can sell out, advertisement.
You can, but I mean, as far as getting information out, I think it's Facebook and just strictly advertising.
Yeah.
So, going off the schedule, who's excited about NTPA tractor pull they haven't seen at Wayne County ever? That's a big deal. I know people are like, I'm not a tractor pull guy, but I'm telling you, we did the Christmas lights thing, and probably 2/3 of the crowd that came to the Christmas light display was like, we're not really race fans, but hey, if you had monster trucks or if you had tractor pull, we'd probably come to that. So guess what we have, Ryan? Pay attention. We have tractor pulls and monster trucks. So what do you think of that?
It's really cool, and I think the diversity in the schedule is really something that's neat this year.
Yeah. Listen, we were down here. We're down in Florida. No secret. I mean, we're down here in Florida, and so we drove by someplace the other day, and they had a monster truck for sale, and I thought that'd be cool just to buy that son of a bitch and enter it in my own monster truck show. I think that Wayne County Speedway to survive. This is me thinking as an owner. Roundy round racing is great. That's what I love it. You love it. Paul's over here half asleep. He loves it. But I think to be diversified, we're going to talk to you in a minute. I think to be diversified, I think you have to be multiple things. And after talking to a lot of people at the Christmas light display, those were average people who were just coming with their grandkids and their family to look at the light display. They kind of told me what they wanted to see. And so I reached out to these people and was like, hey, can we get one of these? Can we do this? And so the tractor pull is October 3rd. It's at the end of the season. I think it's a good time because it's right before harvest season. I think the farmers, we're in a big agricultural community, right? And I think that's a direct correlation though.
Yeah.
What do you think about monster trucks on August 1st? What do you think of that personally?
Well, I think it's something that's going to be cool, and it gives us a little bit, again, more diversity. Yeah. And, sometimes we get into that August is a grind.
Yeah.
Of every week, it's hot. And so to give us something that's different.
Well, I'll tell you why I did it. The truth is I know Mansfield's running some stuff, and I know Sharon's got the Lou Blaney Memorial, and we try to work with people. We do. Easy. I thought it was a good time to do something different. Try to divide all these cars up into 3 different tracks was not gonna. Nobody was winning, right? So we'll just take a step back and do monster trucks and try to throw something in there right before school starts. We'll throw a monster truck show in there. Sharon's gonna have the Lou Blaney Memorial. Matt's gonna have what he has in Mansfield. Everybody always wants racetracks to work together, and I think I'm trying. You see 2 thrill shows. I'm so excited about the thrill shows. We're talking about some kick-ass shit, enduros, derbies, crazy stuff to be determined of exactly what we're going to do. But 2 of those. So if you've been to Midville for some of their thrill shows, it's kind of the same guy that's going to help me do mine. And so I'm looking forward to doing something different. I think the days of just running circle track racing, Ryan, every week, and then the weather's a little cloudy, and they go, we'll come back next week because it might rain today. I think you really got to spin this a little different.
Yeah, and I'm excited. So we got one comment here. Monster Trucks is going to be an awesome show for the kiddos. Thank you. That come from Jesse.
Yeah, well, Jesse, I'm glad you're paying attention because we're going to start promoting this stuff big. And we were just talking, so this is where I want to see you drop a comment. You can drop a comment about me not having no hair and Paul being goofy and these things being whatever, but where do you guys get your advertising from? Where do you look for what we're doing? Do you go to our Facebook page? Do you rely on billboards on the side of the road? Do you go to websites? Where do average people, and I'm not talking about the people who come every week because God bless them people because they come every week and support us, but I'm talking about average people. Where do you go get your knowledge? Where do you go to look for, hey, what are we doing this weekend? Are we going to go to the movies, or are we going to go to Wayne County Speedway and check out a demolition derby? Let me know. Drop a comment. Let me know what you're doing. And you don't drop a comment right now, but we'll watch this for the next couple of days and see what happens. But I'm pretty amped up about this. When you look at the World of Outlaw late models coming, I haven't been back since, was it 18?
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Ty got partnership on this deal. I think the Outlaws are probably stronger than they've been ever as far as competition. And so to run that thing, we don't know the name of it yet. We're trying to come up with it. It's right around Ty and I's birthday, so we're trying to throw like a birthday bash onto it. But I'm excited to see how that's going to go. Francis is doing a fantastic job running that series, so I'm excited to get those back to Wayne County. What show did we not schedule, Ryan, that you think we should have? Give me a show that you wanted that we didn't do.
So I don't really have anything, Jason. Like you have all of my ideas.
Yeah.
Like I had pitched you the Hell Tour 10 years ago,
Right.
and you told me I'm crazy. I'm not doing it. You're like there's no market there,
Yeah.
and I wore you down, and you did it, and it's been one of your
It's one of the crown jewels of Wayne County.
yeah.
And I think it gets better every year. And to contribute to you and me and Pork Chop and the staff, but also Ty. Ty jumped on board this thing and has helped elevate this thing for sure. I mean, you remember when Kyle Moore won this thing the year his mom passed away? And he won this thing, and him and the 12 car. Do you remember the guy's name?
No.
I did out there. I'm drawing a blank now. But they battled slide job after slide job after slide job. And
The guy from Georgia.
Yeah.
Ashton Winger.
Ashton Winger. And it was one of the best races of the year, I thought. And Kyle gets booed a lot, right? So Kyle's our friend. He's our friend. And we know that he gets booed a lot because he wins a lot of races, right? But that night, I heard cheers because it was one of the best late model shows ever at Wayne County Speedway. And it was emotional for Kyle, and it was emotional for everybody there because, it showed that, it's legit, right? And so I thought that was a turning point for us holding the finale for the Hell Tour. And yeah, Fager came last year, and the points was kind of wrapped up the night before, but him and Herb had a little tension going. We just watched it the other night, remember? Paul wanted to watch some old racing videos, so we threw some old racing on, and we watched that. And that's what that brings. It brings, like you always said, man, I wish Jason Fager would come to Wayne County Speedway.
Yeah.
I wish Shannon Babb would come to Wayne County Speedway. And so the last 3 or 4 years, we've had those guys at Wayne County Speedway that we normally don't get. I think we're getting relevant. I do. I think the track is unique. I think it's not everybody's cup of tea. So I think sometimes oh my God, I'm not going to use too fast, but I think you rip the lip, you can make up some speed. But I also think you can roll the bottom and roll the middle too. Just depends. Nick Hoppin's a prime example. Watching the races at Volusia, he's a very finesse driver. He's not a Bobby Pierce. And I think last year Nick Hoppin winning at Wayne County Speedway, Fager's out there ripping, and Hoppin's interview, he's like, I was like a groove off the wall. Just kind of ride and just kind of waiting. So I like the way the track's laid out. I think it races well. Give me your opinion.
Yeah, track. It is. It's become top dominant. You hear that all the time. And I know there's been times where me and you were over there and grading. There was one time where you were like, hey, I'm going to rip this up. I need your help. And we were working down on turns 1 and 2, and you were trying to make it a nice, to give 2 grooves and nice slide jobs and stuff like that. So, it sounds like you've made it some adjustments and maybe it's still, they're going to be racing around the top, but hopefully it's going to be 2, 3, 4 groove racing.
Well, I think what I've seen, and you're over there every night, is what I've seen. We'll get Paul's perspective because Paul actually races on the track, and he's sitting here ready to go live with us here in a minute. Is sprint car racing is different than anything else we do over there. Short wheelbase, big downforce, high horsepower. Henry Malcutt comes to mind. You were wearing one of his shirts the other night. That Henry was one of the first ones to find the bottom.
Yeah, he's good at that.
And roll that bottom to middle and make ground and win races.
Yeah.
And I think it's there, and we've seen it this year, that you don't have to rip the top.
No, Brian Brown. I told you the other day, Brian Brown.
Yeah, at that Hell Tour race.
Yeah, or the High Limit Show.
High Limit Show, my bad. High Limit Show. So, you got any comments you want to share now?
Yeah, let's hit some comments, Jason. Sheesh. Going back to the very beginning, Les Scruggs.
Oh, Les is my buddy.
Yeah, he asked, you still have reserved seats available?
Yes, sir. For that World of Outlaw show, we do. And I'll tell you, my race pass is going to be where you go get those. Pork Chop has got that thing almost all set up. You're going to be able to go to my race pass and pick your seat and get your ticket. We're kind of going automated at Wayne County Speedway, finally. So it's going to be pretty cool. So Les is a big supporter. He comes to the Speedway all the time. You'll see him on Facebook. Hey, who's checking out Wayne County for this week? So thanks, Les, for checking in.
Stephanie Pearson says Ryan still has housework to do.
Ryan, you do. I heard through the grapevine. And anybody who knows you knows that you're retired. and knows that you can run a vacuum better than anybody in the world now. I heard you're dusting and running a vacuum and you loading a dishwasher.
No, I'm not doing the dishwasher.
What's that
I got.
Tell us what the motive is behind that.
Oh, so I don't have to go back to work.
So Steph thinks that if you do the house chores, she won't make you get that job.
No, Steph doesn't think that. I think that.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's probably true.
Yeah.
You got any more to catch up?
Kevin Spencer says, "Hey, good afternoon, you guys."
Definitely.
Rob Greer says, "World of Outlaw late models." Going back to the schedule, talking about he's happy to see the World of Outlaw late models, the monster truck plus the pools.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm excited for the World of Outlaws. I'd be lying because I'm a late model guy, right? But I know so many sprint car drivers now that I've kind of flipped over a little bit. Like now I'm like, man, sprint car race, qualifying at Wayne County Speedway in sprint cars is phenomenal because it's usually 2 or 3 cars and you can hear them. They don't lip. You hear that right rear. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. I stand next to you a lot of times. That's a lot of fun, right? But the late models, when you feel the World of Outlaw late models come, man, that's going to be pretty awesome. Bobby Pierce going to rip Wayne County Speedway on the top come May. That's pretty cool to think about, right? Who you got? Bobby Pierce, Kyle Moore.
Ooh, man.
Ooh, throwing it down.
The madman.
Throwing it down. The Mansfield madman, or you taking Bobby Pierce?
Man, Bobby won't take nothing from, you know what I mean? Those guys will give it to each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
That's going to be good.
I think that's going to be, I know Drown got some stuff going on. I'm not going to throw his plans out there, but we'll talk about some other racers here in a little bit. But I'm excited to see that. I always love when a big late model show comes because sometimes we get stigma at Wayne County Speedway. Like, oh, you only got this guy. Markham, Drown, Gentry, Moore, Bellman, these guys. I'm like, this is going to be like the house is falling down.
Yeah, we got a ton more comments, Jason.
Okay.
You stop your rambling here.
Oh, Jesus.
Kara Curry says she loves the pools.
Thank you.
And she asked, "Are you planning on?" And you were kind of hitting on this right as her comment came up. Are you planning on coordinating with Mansfield? Any? You kind of had already said,
Yeah. So my schedule is kind of flowing around their schedule. If you put theirs and you put mine down, you'll see that there's only 1 or 2 conflicts. There's only 1 or 2 that I couldn't get out of. Like I was stuck, and I had to go against Matt on a few of these. And it's not because I'm going to be like, oh, pissing contest. It's because we were kind of stuck.
and I don't think this is wrong to say, and we'll put this out there, is it's not like we can pick up the phone and call Matt Tift and say, "Hey, Matt, this is Wayne County Speedway. We are doing this." Right. He doesn't care what we're doing. Yeah. He's doing what he feels like he needs to do.
He's running his racetrack the way he wants to.
And so we kind of have to adjust.
I think it's not just us. I think Attica and Fremont. I think everybody in the area is making an adjustment for this. Listen, we know that Matt's going to come in and make a splash. We know it's what he does in the future, I don't know, but it's not going to it's going to affect me only because it allows me to be more diversified. He's doing me a favor.
Right. And then, like we said the one time, a couple Facebook Lives ago, is competition drives and pushes. And
yeah, we're excited.
And he's not, I firmly believe Matt Tift isn't coming after Wayne County Speedway to shut Wayne County Speedway down. He's fishing in the ponds of, like, he wants to be like Eldora, Knoxville, Williams Grove, like a.
We're not on his radar.
Yeah. So.
We are always going to be that hometown track feel.
Correct.
You're always going to be able to call and talk to me and the staff. Or I don't think at Eldora you're not talking to Tony Stewart. You know what I mean? I think that's the disconnect, if I would say. Where at Wayne County Speedway you're going to be able to talk to me. You're going to talk to Ryan. So. But
Jessie says she likes the monster. Oh, I already mentioned that one. Ken Brenneman. Ken says Flint's Tire and Service, Orville, Ohio, is proud to be back as a modified class and king of the county sponsor again for 2026.
I'm loving it. Ken's a big deal. Like, so you go.
Yes.
My niece and people go. I wish everybody go to Flynn Tire for all their work. You get tires, you need brakes, you need oil changes. Go see Ken. You get a deal.
Yeah.
Mention Wayne County Speedway. They're going to have the new 2026 schedules here in a week or so, and Ken's an awesome supporter of Wayne County Speedway. I wish I could do more for our sponsors, our marketing partners. I wish people would go, all you have to do is say, hey, thanks for sponsoring or having a sign at Wayne County Speedway. That's how they know if their dollars are going towards good use.
Yeah.
It's that simple, right?
Yeah. Well, and then like the police tires, like, I mean, we for years got our police car tires from Flynn's, and I want to say they're back before I retired. where I was working at, had 2 flat tires really quick. And I told Chief, I said, hey, just run it up to Flynn's, man. They'll take good care of us and get it done quick.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure he did. I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure he did. So
Thank you, Ken and Flynn's Tire and Brett, the district manager, because they've been on board now for 3 or 4 or 5 years. I'd say 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And we have very loyal people. And I'll address. I got a few more things I want to address. So you want to hit a couple more comments from me?
Yeah, let's hit a couple more because we're way behind. Okay. Rian, he says, good morning, Jason. Yep.
Rian, I appreciate
Rian.
it. Me and Ryan live right here. Man, I tell you, I love
Rian.
Rian did our posters forever. He did, and he did an excellent job. And stuff just happened that we ended up parting ways. But our friendship is strong.
Yeah.
If we ever fly to South Africa, we're going to stay with you, Rian. And if you ever come to America to see your daughter, you can stay with me or Ryan as well. Our friendship is good.
Kara Curry, you're talking about where do you get your information? Facebook and a website.
Okay.
Rian says he gets his info from Facebook.
Interesting.
Jesse says that they're at the racetrack every week as well.
I love it. Thank you.
Jesse says that she gets it from Facebook and a word of mouth.
Okay.
Sherry Myers is tuning in. She says, hi there.
Hey, Sherry. Sherry's over across the state from us. Sherry, I don't know what you're going to be doing today, but I hope you have a good time. And, I heard there's a rumor that you might be rolling up north here pretty soon. Don't get those Christmas lights down, Sherry. Get those Christmas lights down.
That's passive aggressive, subconscious of, hey, I need you to go take the.
She knows, because if I was home, she'd be telling me to put the Christmas lights down. So Sherry does a lot for Wayne County Speedway. She does, and she didn't want it. She complained the whole time we were putting those Christmas lights up, but she was there every night doing her part, and that was a very successful event. And we need to get that stuff taken down, and it's going to be bigger and better next year, folks. So if you really enjoyed the light show at Wayne County Speedway this holiday season, double it for 2026. We've got a lot of big things going for that. We'll talk about that later. Let's get into some racing, or you want to hit a comment or two?
Couple more, man. I'm telling you, we're way behind. Johnny Bruce says put some information out on the radio.
Radio, okay. Interesting. So Johnny texted back, rock or country? I need to know.
Yeah, you did for years on 104.5.
But it's changed now.
It's changed.
Really,
I know.
It's lost it. So I want to know rock or country.
So then you're probably looking at Canton,
Akron, WKD, or
yeah,
WQMX. That way.
106.9,
Yeah, so, and it's interesting. Let me know which way you roll.
Ashley says, woohoo, Ken, woohoo, King of the County is back. Thanks, Ken Brenneman.
Yes. Ken's awesome.
Kizzy, she says that she gets her information from Facebook mostly. Have you ever thought a TikTok page?
I didn't, but Ryan's into TikTok.
I am not into TikTok.
I see you watch that stuff all the time.
You can't watch it when you don't have an account.
I bet you do.
I do not have an account.
Well, I don't either, but Porchop does.
I don't have an account.
I don't know, but TikTok's a good place. That seems to be where
he sends them to me, and I can't ever watch them.
I will say this about TikTok. So I feel like they're the same reels I see on Facebook, but I think I'm going to say the younger generation migrates towards TikTok. Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
And I think that's a place we maybe need to go. So it's a good idea. Thank you.
Ashley says, yes, we're working with some radio stations.
Yes.
Or yes, working with Ashley Griffiths.
Yes. Ashley's been a big part of our marketing team in the last year, and she's behind the scenes of a lot of stuff we're doing. So, but this YouTube channel, Wayne CO Speedway YouTube channel, huge deal. Smash the subscribe button, man. I can't tell you, if you want to see the craziest behind-the-scenes raw footage, and everybody always wants to hear Jason on the radio, Wayne County Speedway, doing race receiver or talking. Everybody's like, I wish we could promote. You want to smash that subscribe button because you're going to get raw footage. It might offend some of you. Some of you are going to just laugh and go, that just didn't happen.
Barry says he wants to see motorcycle racing.
Me too, and I did look for some sanctioning groups over the winter, and I'm not fluid enough in them kind of things. So if you know somebody, shoot us a message.
Yeah.
So.
Carrie Curry was talking about Kyle, that he's he's unique, but he's an awesome driver.
He's a very awesome driver, but I'll tell you what I think about Kyle. I think JR's having his race party next Saturday.
Yeah.
Go to JR's race party. Get your season pass. Go spend some money at JR's party because I want JR to go faster. Okay, Kyle's race party is the week after. I want you to go to Kyle's party too. I want you to support all these racers. It seems to be a new trend where we're having racing parties. But the captain over here, Paul and I were just talking this morning about Millie Dawson.
Yeah.
And hell, Billy bought a car on an auction last year. Remember that?
Yeah.
At that Wayne Moffitt ride. And we were talking about Billy being like, hey, he badass in that thing. Like went to Muskegon the first night and made the show in that big race. Did excellent Wayne County Speedway. So my hopes is Billy can keep that thing rolling. And, he's that young guy that's going to come up through. I mean, you think about Drown and Markham and Gentry and Bellman, and we've already lost Jerry Aber. Think about the older guys to the sport. Like, there's nobody filling those shoes. We were talking about the cost of racing this morning, which got this triggered, I believe. And so support Billy Dawson. He's a young guy. He's got a late model, and he's pretty good at it. So buy a shirt. Support him somehow. That's all I'm saying about it. We got to support that younger crowd. If we want late model racing to be good.
Go ahead. What you got next, Jason?
All right, so let's talk about mini stocks a little bit. We talked about the schedule and how diversified it is, but like the mini stocks. So this year we decided to go kind of co-sanctioned with SCDRA. So we made an announcement here a couple weeks ago that we had a meeting. Let's first of all paint the picture. We had a rules meeting, and what we determined is that there's some people who want to be under that umbrella for the national points, but some people don't. So SCDRA says we can have Wayne County Speedway rules. And if people want to opt into the points, they can, but they don't have to. So, and that was my press release here a couple weeks ago. Like, hey, if you want to be eligible for the regional or national points, you can sign up and race at Wayne County Speedway. But if you just want to roll Wayne County Speedway points and don't want to be in that SCDRA stuff, we are just using Wayne County Speedway rules. So don't run away and hide on that deal. It's not like if you ran with me last year, you can run this year. You do not have to opt in. So make sure everybody knows that. We updated the rules on WayneCountySpeedway.com for the mini stocks. And so looking forward to seeing what that does this year. That was a pretty good meeting. So also late models, talking late model racing, guys. So after talking to some tire suppliers and looking at what we sold last year and looking at the wear and tear, the rule this year on super late models at Wayne County Speedway is going to be a right rear 3 or harder, no more 2 option. So late models, right rear, Wayne County Speedway throughout the whole evening. You can run a 3 or harder, which is a 4, and that's it. No more 2s. We were just destroying 2s, and I feel like it's just cost too much. And so me and Ty actually talked, and he's like, hey, I'm telling you, you'd save these guys a bunch of money. Just put them on a 3, and it'll be better. So right rear 3 for late models at Wayne County Speedway.
No more 23s and 33s and 44s.
You are so far behind, but yeah, none of those either.
I remember that.
You're telling your story now, like so. Yeah, your gray beard's coming out. So okay, so that's what I got for those 2 classes. You want to hit some comments, or can I move on?
Let's hit some more comments, man. We got a ton.
I know.
We got I'm like 50 behind.
All right.
Chris Sinthorn says YouTube is a great place to get more advertisement.
Chris Sinthorn, I met that guy. Like me and him. Like I'm telling you, you need to hang out. Chris is my buddy. He's partier. He's fun to hang out with, though. Hey, Chris, I wish you were here. I know you said you couldn't, but I hope you. I'm going to tell you right now, golf cart business. We were checking this stuff. Remember yesterday we were checking all the billboards out?
Yeah.
Like, Chris, down here's the hot spot, buddy. If you were down here right now, we'd be rolling this place. We'd be selling golf carts.
We'd be selling all kinds of golf carts.
Yeah, we could hook you up down here. So, listen, if you need a golf cart, Henthorn Sales and Service is where it's at. Don't think about anybody else. Because if you want the best quality and the best deal, it's the Henthorn deal. It really is. And Lindsay and Chris, you can't find 2 nicer people.
No, for sure.
Big supporters of Wayne County Speedway. They love the mini stock class, and they help everybody else. So don't even go anywhere else.
Johnny Bruce says maybe some billboards.
He said radio station earlier. Now we're on the billboard. Johnny, I'll tell you what, you're making me spin. But yes, Johnny, by the way, we were just talking to billboard companies this week, so that's a good idea, Johnny. Johnny, thank you for tuning in. Good track champion, too. Johnny Bruce, if everybody, Ryan, look at me, if everybody was like Johnny Bruce, he's always smiling. He's always happy. Even when he dukes the hazards in cars, he's just chill about it.
Yeah.
He's back next week, ready to go again.
I know.
I love it.
Dude, that one time he flipped it off at turn 2, and he was back the next week and just laughing and smiling and like.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, I like him. I sat next to him at the at the banquet, and he was showing me the title belt.
Yeah, I love it. Colin started that and gave it to
Goofies.
Doug Hensel.
I know.
That is unique. I like it. I like it. And that's cool that everybody appreciates it and adds little buttons to
Correct.
it. So I like it.
Jeff says Facebook is where he goes to get his info for the racetrack.
Facebook again.
And he honestly doesn't like the demo derby because it's not a true derby. They build their cars to be used over and over again. He said it should be a one and done like the good old days.
I I'm old school. I agree with you. If you do come to Wayne County Speedway for something that we do with the Derby, two things you'll see is we don't water it down that hard, so you get some speed. Because one thing I like at a Derby is I want to hear them smash. You go to the fairs and they got it so muddy and they don't get to move. You've been to the fair and watched
Yeah.
it? You come to Wayne County Speedway, it's
on.
wham. So, yeah.
Ronald Craver says, bring back the Motorcycle Demolition Derby show.
Holy cow, that sounds like so right up in Vicker's alley.
No.
We make a picture of that.
Hey, thanks for tuning in, Ron. I appreciate you, though. That's a good idea. That sounds like it's going to hurt.
That's crazy. Where do you find them at?
Right here on
Google.
Highway 6.
Google it. Corey East says, modified mower racing.
So some of this thrill show might include mower racing, just to let you know. Some of the details of the thrill show could include lawnmower racing.
Well, would you ever go back? Oh, you put grass down. I was gonna say, would you ever go back to putting a little racetrack in, and then maybe you could maybe make some.
If something like that took off and it was cool, like I would definitely dedicate an area for a dedicated track. I think that would be cool. So go-karts were real popular. How long ago was it? 7, 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And then it kind of fizzled. But you had one, I had one. Like Justin Chance and Colton Shaw, who we're going to talk about in a minute. Like go-karts were fun for a while. I can remember Delaney.
Yeah, Scott Delaney.
Scott was really big into it. And just after the go-kart race, everybody was just chilling in the infield watching the big cars. It was probably the most relaxed, cool atmosphere ever. Like everybody was just generally just chilling. It was
fun.
It was fun. It was fun.
I actually made money one night.
What'd you do? Find $20 and float around the infield?
Look, I finished like in 12th place.
Oh, okay.
I made like $10.
Okay.
It's the only money I've made at Wayne County Speedway in the last 15 years.
Is that why Steph lets you race it?
It's the only money I've made at Wayne County Speedway the last 15 years is
moving on,
running a go-kart. Okay, Alex Robinson says all-stars, and more all-stars. And that's where I was going to go as well as, I told you to run the Hell Tour, and then I told you to get on the all-stars. When we saw Farmer down there and I was over there kind of like on his side, teaming up on you. And then, you've added those. So he says that he can't wait for more great racing at Wayne County Speedway.
I'll tell you, one thing I'm excited for is working with John Boers and working with Rich Farmer this year is getting that back-to-back Pete Jacobs. You okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say something.
No, I'm trying.
Labor Day weekend, when you get the Bob Cheney race on top of the Pete Jacobs race. We've never ran a back-to-back Friday, Saturday, or this is going to be a Saturday, Sunday deal. And so I'm pretty excited about it. You're going to go to Attica Friday, and you're going to come to Wayne County for 2 shows. I think it's going to be one of the biggest weekends ever. And I'm pretty pumped about it. And thank you to John. So John and I are going to swap every year on that Saturday.
That's pretty cool.
We're going to trade off. So working together.
That is cool.
And then thanks to Rich Farmer for, as far as he's running the All-Stars now, for making it happen.
Yeah. That's cool, man. I like that. And I like that you and Attica are working together on that. Dave Pilkington.
I know, Dave.
He says, hey, Jason, see you in August.
Hey, I can't wait to see you. I'm actually down here now, Dave. I'm a lot further south than you, but I was trying to make arrangements to get up there and see you and Elsie and them, but we're down too far south. But he's a good friend of mine.
John Y says, asks, no 270 micro night.
There could be, so you see the schedule, but we need to know what everybody else is doing, and we couldn't wait any longer to see what everybody else's schedule looked like. But there's room in there to add. I know when Pork Chop and I put that together, it was okay, we could add a class here if we need to, but waiting for everybody else's to drop. So one thing I learned last year is I had the mod lights one night, and we had one car. It was a Sears, so we had one car show up. And I didn't know that there had been a rain out and somebody down the road had scheduled them with a big pan show. So that's the stuff I don't keep up on. So it's best to add that stuff later when everybody's schedule comes out. So just because you don't see it now doesn't mean, the thing at the bottom it says schedule subject to change.
Yeah. Jacob Tomlin, he says, Crate Late Models show would be cool someday.
Yeah, I mean, there again, I watched some of that down here, and I'm not saying it's bad, but we tried that, and it just seems like I'm a fan. I am a fan. I own a car, I own a motor, but it seems like the guys that run up there just aren't, and so when we're ready to switch, I'm on board with it. I'm not against it.
Yeah, you did. You tried. You tried for several years.
Yes.
Alex Powers, AP says, he says Bobby Pierce puts him in the wall, talking about Kyle Moore.
Hey, AP, you're going to see it. It's going to happen. So come on over. I know you'll be cheering if it happens, and you're allowed to. But speaking of Alex Powers, his dad is phenomenal helping me. He is one of the best. Like, he's always there for me. Putting my beer away, putting my soda away, mowing the grass, whatever I need. So shout out to him. I know he doesn't watch these, but maybe Alex can tell his dad that I gave him a shout out.
I heard that Anthony was going to go and move to Apple Creek and become the mayor of Apple Creek.
Is that right? I hope he does. No, I don't want him to move. I need him, so you can't have him. But yeah,
he's your weekend security, or your through the week security.
Listen, nobody gets away with nothing over there because Anthony's like, I seen this guy turn around last night.
Amy Swain says hello.
Hey, Amy, I hope you're doing well. Them guys go everywhere. Like, right, I seen them at the Cavs game last week. They were there. They do a lot of Guardians games and Pittsburgh Pirate games. They love it. They are motorsports and sports enthusiasts. So shout out to you guys. Can't wait to hang out at the parking lot with you and put a couple one back.
Dave Pilkington said he's seen his first Outlaw sprints in the early 80s at Wayne County Speedway.
Yeah, he's a Sterling boy. He grew up in Sterling. And he's friends with your buddy Bayless.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, Ryan's friends with Bayless, so that would have been one of his buddies back in it. That's how I know Bayless, is through Pilkington.
Yeah, Trey and them, or not Trey, but Trey's dad, Tina and Wayne
Bailey.
Yeah.
So David would know those guys.
Wes Morrison says, "Hurry up, spring! This winter has been rough."
Hey, Wes, we were watching the Hell Tour race the other day, and you got some TV time.
Yep.
Buddy. We were checking it out. Wes is another big advocate. Wes is very down to earth guy. Loves racing. Does it for all the right reasons. His wife's a blast. Thanks, Paul. Crack a cold one. His wife's fun to be around. We camped out, I think, the night before the Hell Tour race, and we had a good time with Tyler Evans and Moores and them. And I had a blast. My third dad, Mr. Mr. Henthorne, was mad at me that night, but we got a little out of control. But Wes is a good dude, and he's got some great sponsors on his car, Ryan. So he's always got some pizza deal going or some meats at the meat market. So check out Wes Morris's racing page for some good deals.
Bradley Winkle says, "Jason, my camping group loves the free camping at the racetrack. Keep up the great work, and see you in 2026.
Thanks for coming out. And I'll tell you what, we do that free camping because I know how expensive it is to go places. And, we don't offer hookups and stuff now. The Outlaw Show, I don't know if it's going to be free because it's kind of a partnership deal. So I don't have much control over that one. So I'm working on that, but I don't know how that's going to go. But any race that isn't partnered with somebody else, I always feel like that's the least you can do. Somebody's going to come out and spend a night or have a good time. Like, let's just do this, right? And I know I'm old school. And a lot of people charge driver registration. I don't believe in it. Charge for camping. I really don't like it, even though some shows I'm forced because of obligations and some contracts. But, I do try to keep it pretty affordable. So thank you for coming out. Thank you for supporting it.
Wes Daly says, "Hey, Jason."
Hey, Wes. What's up, man? Wes is always tagging me on these SCDR races. And Wes, I love it. You know I do. And just because we're not full sanctioned doesn't mean that we're not going to have something. So look forward to seeing you in the spring.
Sherry says she'll wait for you to take them down. Then she'll be over.
Yeah. Thanks, Sherry. I appreciate you waiting. But, hey, let's get into some super stock stuff. Then we'll get out of this thing because other people are going to be tired of listening to me. But again, Wayne CO Speedway, YouTube, smash the button. It's going to be some cool shit coming up. Super Stop class, I'm telling you guys, I get a lot of phone calls on this class, and I was talking to somebody last week about this. It's one of the last classes that hasn't really evolved since the 90s. It's the same cars, it's the same suspension, other than some bump stops and stuff. But what I'd like to say is there's a lot of cars out here for sale. So if you're thinking about getting into racing and you want to try to find something affordable, you should hit up Marketplace. I know Kevin Ake's got something for sale. There's all kinds of these cars for sale. But I really wanted to give a shout out to Ryan Leathers. Ryan Leathers just announced that Colton Shaw is going to be in a car full time at Wayne County Speedway, and that his other car is going to run a limited schedule on the bigger show. So thanks, Ryan Leathers, for stepping it up. He came out last year and brought out, I think it was about halfway through, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He brought the heat last year.
He did.
He put Drown in that car. He had Justin Carnover in that car. Multiple different drivers, and the car was fast. And so thanks, Ryan Leathers, for helping the street stock class or super stock class grow. But some big announcement there is the fact that I've made a deal with the captain over here, Captain Paul McVicker, camera on him.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So me and the captain are going to team up, and we're going to do a 3-race deal. And so I'm gonna pilot the U4 car 3 times next year in selected races. And so I'm pretty excited about it. Me and Paul are gonna team up. We've been together for a long time, racing, usually me racing and you crewing.
Right.
And so for 3 races this coming season, I'm gonna drive your car and you're gonna crew for me.
Yep.
And so I'm kind of excited to hear about that. So I know a lot of people could care less, but I'm pretty excited to get back behind the wheel.
Yeah,
Paul-
it's gonna be pretty neat. It's gonna be like I'm back in the saddle again. I'm crewing.
For the king.
Yeah. That's King Jason.
What are we gonna do with this guy?
I don't
hey,
know, but-
Hey, were you almost his dad?
Well, that was kind of like a big joke
At the banquet. Yeah, you
Yeah.
were making a joke. Everybody thought it was funny, though.
But yeah, well, no, I'm not his dad, but I should have been.
Oh! There's how we're going to... And you want to go Wayne CO Speedway, smash the subscribe button for more of that. But, no, I want to say Colton Shaw. Colton Shaw was a modified champion, big supporter, kind of got his life going. Like, he's got, married now and kind of moving on in life. And so for Ryan Letters to put Colton Shaw in that car, so looking forward to Colton Shaw coming back to Wayne County Speedway and seeing his mom and dad. And I think it's going to be a good time. And so that's what I like as a racetrack owner, is seeing some of these guys make full circle. He buried his pride and was like, yeah, I'll drive a damn super stock. I don't care. Like, it's kind of cool, I think. What do you think, Ryan?
Dude, it's way cool. Oh, sorry. I'm like looking at the comments and I'm not.
Down here looking at my sheet.
Yeah, I'm like I'm not focused on your head. And, so I never got to race with you. Like I was doing the radio show on WQKT.
You had some fun with the Thrills on Wheels.
Yeah, Thrills on Wheels. And that's when I first knew you. And so I really thought you were a jerk as a racer. I thought it was, I'm going to just be honest here, I thought it was funny. The Brian Ruhlman dumps you. What race was that?
That was a Stacker 2 race. There was a midweek show.
A Stacker 2 race on a Monday night. And I think Casey Kane came and drove a late model with maybe Ray Cook's late model.
Yep, that's correct.
And so me and Tom Ogle were watching, and you used up Brian Ruhlman, and then Brian Ruhlman then comes and dumps you on the last lap in turns 4, and you didn't transfer then out of the heat race. You had to run the B.
I think I got the last.
Oh, you got the last.
I got the last hit on that.
Yeah, I don't know about that because I was in the grandstands. So I never got to race with you. And then one time you took the late model over to Attica, and I got to ride with you and help crew. And so, now you get to be back behind the saddle.
Yeah.
You fell off the seat that night too.
I did.
Are you going to fall off the seat this time?
No, I've been thinking about this a while and been really thinking about wanting to do this. And I've talked to some people close to me about maybe helping me, and I don't have the time. As a track owner, and I work a full-time job, it's hard. I know I can't dedicate myself to weekly racing and, setting the car up and pulling maintenance and washing it. And so the best thing to do is just help out my buddy Paul, who lives across the street from me, and just run his stuff 3 times a year or whatever, and help him get his program going. It gives me an opportunity to get my fix, and I think that's what's going to work out good for both of us. And I'm looking forward to it, especially when I hear Colton Shaw's coming back into class and Brandon Craver, the Morrow. I know Josh is still going to be in the class, and I don't know where Brandon's going. I'm looking forward to spinning the wheels with those guys and see what's going on, man. It's been a while, but I'm looking forward to it.
Rita says, there's a ton of comments I haven't got to, but Rita says Billy's waiting for a motor to get back, and they'll have a super stock out as well.
See, that's cool. So that'll be fun for me. Like I said, I'm only going to do it 3 times, but I love hearing about this stuff, And I said this at the banquet, and I'll say it again on here. If you got updated pictures, if you got stuff that you guys are doing, send them to us. Let's get our Facebook page blowing up, and we'll put this stuff on our new YouTube channel. It's not new; it's an year old, but we have this new release coming up. We're gonna really put this thing to test, and so I know how many subscribers I have today, and after this Facebook Live, I really want to see the loyalty. Go in there and just smash the subscribe button.
Yeah, we definitely want and we need to push our YouTube, and we want to take it to some higher places.
Yeah, we've got great content, and so we're waiting for there to be an audience to see it. Like, there's no doubt we have great content.
And like I started posting some older stuff, and there's some stuff that was already on there that was like not published for public, and so then I made it public, and it just published it And so like that's why there's some older stuff on there, but that's just was stuff that was archived basically. And so there's going to be some more of that type of stuff, some old clips, and
there's just a lot of stuff. We have great ideas, as the truth be known. So there again, Wayne CO Speedway, smash it. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be worth your while. Like everybody's like, oh, we already know, you ramble on, whatever. No, this is going to be some good stuff. It's going to be stuff that you've never seen before, and I'm looking forward to it. So,
is that it?
Yeah, what else you got? You got any comments you want me to clean up?
Somebody asked about Tech Man.
Yeah, so as of yesterday, there's an ad went up on Facebook. Check it out. Wayne County Speedway is looking for, and there's the positions available. And Tech Guy is one of those. We have lots of people that inquired about it, but next week, not this week, but the 21st, then we'll start interviewing and talking to people. But we have a lot of people for Tech. But if you look on our page, there's positions that are they're open. So we want to see people come. Join the team. Join this circus. All I can say is join the circus. It's a good time.
Cody Shane said, "Can we do a Power Wheels race again?"
Sure.
Those were always fun.
Me and you.
Yeah, dude. I've beat you in go-karts. I'll beat you in a Power Wheels. I don't care.
You heard it here, folks.
Kristen Staley asked scales.
Scales are going to be operational. We had a meeting. I was just talking to somebody this morning about scales. They're going to be in the infield. And so as soon as I get home, they're going to be going to Ashland Scales. And they'll be calibrated and ready to roll.
Mike Hensel said maybe Ohio Valley Steel Block Show.
Maybe so. I talk to them a lot. And it's just about getting it fitted in. Like, I love their race. I watch a lot of their races. I do. I really do. And to try to fit that in, that's always the key, is when they're available, when I can be available. And so there again, nothing is out right now. Just we had to put a schedule out, but nothing is like, oh, nope, we're not doing that, right? So we're always open. Just like OVSC, I want to give Randy Fink a shout out. Like OVSC is coming back, and they're going to Fremont. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So I look forward to that. I think that's going to be fun, getting Randy back in the house. There's a lot of people that come to Wayne County Speedway that like Randy's series and that support us. So I thought it was a good fix. And then one of the bigger races we have, Ryan, is I don't know, Fremont put their schedule out yet? Did you see
I'm
it?
not sure.
But we have Turf Wars with Fremont Speedway. It's for cars. Looking forward to that one.
Chris Hinthorn says, get Captain Paul a couple shots.
Chris, you remember what happened the last time. We're on the verge of that, Chris. We're on the verge.
And then somebody else said he keeps on going to the fridge to get beer.
Well, Captain Paul's thirsty. It's hot.
So that was funny. And there was one more.
We could show the off-seat. If we showed the off content, what happened the other night, that would get us a ton of subscribers.
Yeah.
No.
Zip it, Captain.
Gary Hensel says, "Hey, Jason," and then Alex Carter Racing asks, "What's the YouTube name?" So hit it again.
Wayne CO Speedway.
Yeah.
On YouTube. Just search Wayne CO Speedway. And you'll see we're already on there. We have, I don't know, there's 100 and some, or is there 500?
There's almost 200.
Almost 200. We haven't used it. It's been a year since I really promoted it. Don't you do that? And so we've been just talking down here, and we're like, we need to really use this thing and change our marketing. So Wayne CO Speedway, YouTube, smash the subscribe button. We're going to be able to see today how many of you people tuned in and actually did it. And then you're going to start to see some of the coolest. Maybe you're not into it. Maybe some stuff won't be for you. Some of it will, but it's going to be a behind-the-scenes look at everything we do.
Some track prep stuff, Saturday stuff.
Just how it takes to run the track. The stuff that people don't know. Like, I talk to people all the time, Ryan. They go, you got to do that. You got to do that. And so I think it's just kind of a cool perspective, and not counting the stuff that we do that's just raw. That you said about you're gonna wear a GoPro and just walk around and have those normal conversations with me on a race night while I'm doing race receiver and let people hear exactly what happens. And so I think it's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna be some good content, and we'll see how many other people try to copy that.
Yeah, it's hard when you type in like Wayne County Speedway, it doesn't necessarily come up. It just comes up a lot of videos. So you have to type in Wayne CO Speedway, like I think maybe all one word.
Yeah,
make it all one word. Yeah. And then it'll pop up. Where's the best place to buy Superstock tires?
Ty-Torg Performance Parts or Ty-Torg Racing. He's on our website as a business link, I believe, or he's got a Facebook page. And that's that's our tire supplier for Superstocks. And so, yeah. Listen, Ty was down here. Congratulations to him and the car owner. Like I said, Nick Hoffman took 3 of these Gators home with him this year. Well, I think he took a Sunshine Nationals race and he took 2 Gators. But then he took the big Gator last night. Did you see that thing, Ryan?
It was huge.
That thing was huge. So
Chase Alexander said there was going to be a 16 Superstock out there this year as well.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Listen, Alexander name goes deep. Chase and I have known each other a long time. Then you got Caden coming in doing the modified racing. But Grandpa Dean, man, he helped everybody back in the day, and he was probably one of the big inspirational people to help me continue racing when I was going. So I love seeing Dean at the track. I love seeing Blaine Aber. Blaine Aber is awesome to be there. And then Jim Gentry's still at the races too. So it's like the history keeps coming. The coolest thing I seen, and I'll quit rambling, the coolest thing last year for the 60th anniversary was the birthday race when we had 20 or so former drivers.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was neat. I seen Dave Berkey was there. I seen the AMC Javelin, your buddy.
Troy Anderson.
Yeah.
He looked the same with his blonde hair. Like I could pick him out of a crowd, right? It was so cool to see all those people come out. And we're at our birthday race again this year. Obviously, it's the 61st year, but looking forward to doing bigger and better things. So.
Do you still have any paid pit parking spots available?
We do. We don't promote those. We sell a few of those for some selected people. So let me know what you have and send us a private message. But one thing I will say, speaking of that, is we still have our season passes on sale. And I don't care what anybody tells you, it's the best deal in all of motorsports. So
That's not what I heard.
I don't care what you hear. It's $300 for general admission, $450 for pit, and it's every race. I don't care if it's tractor pull, Lemon Derby, World of Outlaw, late models. It doesn't matter. It gets you in every single show. And you can put it on payment plan now until April 1st. You can just throw $100 down and reserve it and pay it off by April 1st. And so I know times are tough. It's tax season. I get hit with the same stuff. So we're trying to make things affordable. So if you want to get that season pass and get locked into a reserved seat and be locked into all the shows, you don't have to worry about paying them throughout the summer. Now's the time to do that.
Rob says, do you want to put a GoPro on the flag stand? We've done that.
Yeah, we need it up there, dude.
Do you remember the times where I had the selfie stick sticking out onto the racetrack?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Rob doesn't know this, but he's getting a new flag stand.
Hey
He's
now.
going to be out over. Yeah, we're really taking that flag stand to it. I feel like it's hard to see Rob. And it's not because it's his fault, but it's kind of buried in the fence row. And so we elevated it years ago. We got a new one, and then I'm like, we need to get this thing out so people can like see him. We put a light on him and everything, but so I believe this year JD's working on it. We're gonna actually put Rob up and out, and so it's gonna be pretty cool.
Ashley says a waffle is coming soon.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that. I know we talked yesterday about it, so check out the page, folks. There's going to be a way of you getting those season passes, and you're going to see quite a few of them up for sale. We did it last year, and it was a hit. But if you really want to get one and you want to try to get it as a bargain, JR's parties next week. I think I'd go if I was looking for a General Admission season pass or two. Might be some there.
Yep. You never know. Les
I'll tell you
asks.
what might happen next week is I might even be there.
Hey now.
Yeah.
Les asks, when can we pick out seats if we get a season pass?
It'll be when it warms up, so somewhere in March, before the season starts. We'll post it on Facebook. Hey, we're gonna do on a Saturday from noon to 2. Come out and let's do this. So we usually try to make sure that it's not snowing and cold because it's a pain. So
Kelly Morrison, she loves your shirt.
yeah,
You
I didn't
knucklehead.
realize I was wearing this shirt.
You knucklehead.
I didn't even pay attention. Thank you though for tuning in.
All right, wrap this up.
Wrap it up. So
The
there it is, folks.
circus.
So it's a circus, but it's our circus. So Wayne CO Speedway, YouTube, smash the button. I try to hit a lot of stuff. I know I left a lot of people out, but I'm telling you what, the loyalty is what makes the difference for me at Wayne K Speedway for all the divisions. I love them all. People who just want to come there, they tell me stories. My passion for what I do is not driven by, I know people don't believe this, but isn't driven by the bottom dollar. I'd have been out here a long time ago. Right, I love it too, Ryan. And Paul has given me an opportunity to climb back behind the seat for 3 races. And I'm looking forward to the captain actually changing tires for me. And I can't wait. I think I can win 3 races. Like, in my opinion, I can win 3 of them.
Hell yes. Why not?
Yeah, see?
It's going to be a different story. Me pitting for him.
Yep.
Just like the old days.
Just like the old days. So it's kind of cool. So, hey, thanks for tuning in. And I know we ramble a little bit, but there's a lot of information to get out. It's been a while. And I appreciate everyone. I'm Ryan. You know I do. And there's so many good things coming. And we say this all the time, but like we have these plans that are in motion right now. And so I believe every week from here on out, you'll probably hear from us. And we can keep up a little more what we're doing. But there's a lot of good things coming.
Not to prolong it, Devin just asked, he said he just tuned in, but what's up with the mini stock rules they say updated, but still say stock motor. I just want to know how I can build my car.
Well, we'll get them. I'll be on the pork chops about here when we hang up, and we're going to change those a little bit. We did update them, but yes, our fault. Misprint for us. We'll fix it.
There goes the captain.
There goes the captain.
There he goes again.
Yeah, he's getting a soda. So, all right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the Daytona 500, and look forward to talking to you soon. Remember, Wayne CO Speedway YouTube. Smash
All one word.
Yeah, look forward. Thanks for tuning in, Joe. It was fun.